Good morning, everybody. What's happening? What's going on? My name is Mitch Modin. I am a professional decathlete down here in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona. I am an Oregon native, currently training for the Olympics. Yes, the Olympics, the ones you watch on NBC. Currently training for the Olympics to go represent my country, the United States, in Tokyo. That being said, we are here today because we are we are hosting, I am announcing a track meet of NFL teams. That is taking individuals from NFL teams, taking their high school, collegiate, or professional personal best in individual events, putting them against other athletes from other teams, and seeing who is the reigning NFL's best track and field team. Also athletes, obviously, because you're going to see the scores and their times and all that stuff. So, we are comparing everybody. I'm reading it off. We have already done the 100, the 200, the 400, the 110 hurdles, the 4x1, the 4x2, the 4x4, the long jump. We are currently on the high jump. That is the highest jumping NFL player. There is still the triple jump, the shot put, the discus, and of course, our total team score final to dub the best NFL team at track and field. Now, high jump was a difficult one. There aren't a lot of NFL high jumpers out there. There are NFL players that jump high, but high jump is obviously a little bit of a different event. You might think that there's an athlete that should be included in this list. This is strictly based on information and statistics that we could find online to actually validate how high they legitimately jump in the track and field event. Obviously, you have athletes that moss people, you have athletes that jump over people or hurdle people, or they have unbelievably high verticals, such as like Ronaldo, when you see him get his hips above a defender's head to head the ball into the goal. Things like that don't necessarily count towards the scoring in this event. So it was actually kind of hard to find a bunch of athletes for every single team. So we're just going to go through a generic list, not every single team, of which athletes have jumped what. So with the Buffalo Bills, you have Malcolm Butler at 6 foot, San Francisco 49ers, Quan Alexander, 6 foot, Philadelphia Eagles, Dallas Gobert, 6 foot, Cincinnati Bengals, Kerry Wynn, 6 foot, Washington Redskins, Dominique Rogers, 6'2", Jacksonville Jaguars, Quincy Williams, 6'2", Houston Texans, Zachary Cunning, 6'2", Chicago Bears, Josh Woods, 6'2", Indianapolis Colts, 6'2.5", for Danico Autry. You kind of got away with a half inch there. I don't know if that was because of a metric conversion or what, but you got away with it. Moved yourself up a little bit. The Pittsburgh Steelers, Justin Lane, 6'3". Denver Broncos, Justin Simmons, 6'3.25". The Seattle Seahawks. This one's a shocker to me. Marshawn Lynch. Obviously a phenomenal athlete. Didn't know he ran track and field in the slightest. But Marshawn Lynch is the best high jumper on the Seattle Seahawks at 6'4". Obviously he doesn't play there anymore, but gives you an idea. Oakland Raiders, I understand they're not Oakland Raiders. LaMarcus Joyner, I'm assuming, at 6'4". We have a bunch here at 6'4". So we have New England Patriots, Jamie Collins, the Dallas Cowboys, Michael Gallup, and the Baltimore Ravens, Anthony Everett at 6'4". The Detroit Lions, Logan Thomas at 6'5". The Minnesota Vikings, Harrison Smith at 6'6". Los Angeles Chargers, Mike Williams at 6'6". The Arizona Cardinals, Deontay Thompson at 6'6". Wow. The Miami Dolphins, Walt Aikens at 6'6.25". I'm just now realizing that I'm pretty sure all the NFL teams are in here. I just have it organized differently than I did on the other ones because this is a high jump event, so there are no flights. This is just going straight through every single NFL team. So we're gonna take a breather here. This is my last name, or this is my full name, my first and last name with a .com after it. Feel free to check that out. That is my logo, and that is my big logo on a wall made of Christmas lights. It's that cool. So if you'd like to see merch with this on it or that on it, somewhere either on the chest, maybe on a hat or something, feel free to comment that. I would love to produce that for you guys. You guys can support me in that way. If not, feel free to do whatever you want with this video. You want to share it, you want to like it, all of it, just you viewing it and making it this far helps me considerably, and I appreciate it fully, because as a full-time training Olympian or full-time training athlete for the Olympics. I'm not getting paid. I don't get paid by a sponsorship. I don't get paid by anybody else. I'm here doing this because I enjoy it. So unlike the athletes' names that I'm reading, I don't have a substantial income coming my way. So I appreciate all the support you guys can give me. Now, back to the competition here. Miami Dolphins, Walt Aikens at 6'6" and a quarter of an inch. The New York Giants, Corey Coleman at 6'6" and 3/4 of an inch. Now that is just at the barrier of 2 meters, which I believe is 6'6" and 3/4 of an inch, which is what this is. So that is 2 meters for our you metric people. That's the only kind of measurement I really know. New Orleans Saints, Tim White at 6'7" to score half a point. The Los Angeles Rams, Jalen Ramsey at 6'7". The Atlanta Falcons, Julio Jones, one of, I believe, the best athletes in the NFL, hands down, 6'8.5". Very impressive. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, DeAndre Hall at 6'9". We have a couple here at 6'9". The New York Jets, Quincy Enunwa at 6'9". Green Bay Packers, Josh Jackson at 6'9". The Kansas City Chiefs, Marcus Kemp, bringing in third place at 6'9.5". The Carolina Panthers, Marquise Haynes at 6'9.75". And the Cleveland Browns, bringing in a solid 10 points. I believe their first win of the day for David Njoku at 6'10.75". Now, how does that compare to professional track and field? 6'10" wouldn't even make a final, wouldn't most likely get invited to any meets. 6'10" is a phenomenal height, is very high, but in comparison to a professional track and field athlete, it's not even close. 7 feet is kind of a good barrier, but most of the time you're gonna be jumping 7'6", 7'7", 7'8", and in certain cases 243, like Mutaz Bashim, which is up in that almost 8-foot range. So you're looking at a little bit different caliber of athlete here. Obviously, these guys are much heavier, they're bigger, they're football players. Mutaz Bashim, 6'6" individual, but weighing merely 145 pounds. So a little bit different type of athlete, different breed of athlete. Obviously both very, very, very good in their respective sports. Not saying that by any means. If there's an athlete that you think should have been on this list, maybe comment then down below. I'd be happy to pin the comment, let everybody else know that that athlete has already been brought up. I appreciate you guys watching these videos. Like I said, there are more to come. So I have triple jump, shot put, and discus, as well as the team finals here coming up. If you're interested in watching the rest of these videos, there is a playlist where you can watch all of these videos in consecutive order, starting at the 100, working your way up in events, all the way to the point we're at right now, and then continuing on to the triple jump. Thank you all for your support. I do really, really appreciate it. I enjoy making these videos. If you're new to the channel, I used to post almost like daily vlog style content, and that's what I will be going back to after this series until another series is brought to my attention. But if you enjoy the vlogs, go back and watch those and request those in the comments below. If you don't enjoy the vlogs and you'd rather see more statistical style content like this, feel free to comment that below as well. Anyways, if you're new, I end the video every single time the exact same way. So remember, be nice to people, don't hurt yourself, don't hurt others, slow down, don't dance too fast. Thank you guys all for the support. I appreciate it. These videos are doing phenomenal on my channel, and I appreciate everything you guys are doing. I'll talk to you guys all in the next one. Okay, bye.